The return in pickleball is one of the most underrated shots in the entire game. You could argue that the return of serve is the most important shot for singles and maybe one of the top 3 most important shots for doubles. That's because your opponents will have a very difficult time with their third shot drop if you can get that return deep.
In this video, we're going to be going over the 4 most common mistakes people make when they hit their returns and tell you how to fix them.
And be sure to stay to the end because we have a massive giveaway that you don't want to miss. The first mistake I often see when it comes to the return is people treat their swing path on their return a lot like their drive, but your return of serve is not the same as your drive. When you're driving the ball in pickleball, for example, you typically have more of a low to high swing path. That's because you want that ball to dip over the net. But in your return, remember, we want to get that return deep. We don't want it to dip over the net with topspin. So instead of having a low to high swing path like your drive, you want more of a flat swing path on your return. This is going to get the ball deeper into the court with that penetrating pace that makes it really hard for your opponents to hit a third shot. The next mistake I see people make is they overuse spin. And a rule of thumb that I like to abide by is only give spin to somebody if you're willing to get spin back. Here's what I mean. A lot of people have a heavy slice on their return, for example. They're putting intense backspin onto the ball. But if you slice the ball at somebody that has a really good drive or that can put top spin onto the ball, they're probably going to come up and add spin to your spin, making their drive that much more difficult. So just realize when you're returning the ball, like we mentioned before, a flat return is not a bad return because it has minimal spin. But when you give your opponents too much spin, that spin's probably coming right back to you. So pay attention to that the next time you hit your return.
The third mistake I see a lot of people make is overdoing it on their swing, especially their backswing. Now you have to remember the serve is going to be coming with a lot of pace, and the higher level you play, the more pace you're going to get. So with that, when you have a really big backswing, your margin for error is a lot bigger because you have a lot more to time. So it's important to realize you can still get a lot of power on a short backswing and you'll have less margin for error. The fourth mistake I see a lot is people will be on their heels on the return. Now there's a couple of reasons why this can happen. One of the most common reasons is they'll hug this line on the return. You have to remember, especially when you start playing at a higher level, the serve is going to come deeper with more pace. So if it's coming deep and you're hugging this line, you're gonna get jammed up and be on your heels. So a great way to avoid that is giving yourself some margin. And another thing to remember here is this is quite possibly the only shot in pickleball that you can hit actually running forward. That forward momentum and hitting the shot while you're running is gonna help give you power with that short backswing and get you up to the kitchen line, which is the best and most offensive place to play on the court. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the PlayPickleball.com YouTube channel.
And as we mentioned at the beginning of the video, we have a massive giveaway for you guys. We're going to be giving away $200 worth of Selkirk store credit to 5 lucky winners. If you want a chance to win, find the link in the description below, and we'll see you on the next one.